So what's the deal with Harry Potter's scar? What's the meaning of that? Not just as a plot device, but as a literary theme that's applicable to our broader lives. I'm Ari Armstrong, author of Values of Harry Potter. Now, of course, the story of the scar is well known to readers of the novels, and I will include a few spoilers as I review that. When Harry is an infant, Voldemort tries to kill him because he thinks he'll be a future threat to him. And in the process, Voldemort murders both of Harry's parents. However, when Voldemort casts a spell, it rebounds on himself because of the love that Harry's mother shows for Harry. And so this destroys Voldemort, at least for a while. And in this process, a piece of Voldemort's soul breaks off of Voldemort and attaches itself to Harry through the scar on Harry's forehead. Through this scar, Harry has a connection with Voldemort's mind. So later we find out that Harry can see into Voldemort's mind sometimes and is at risk of being influenced by Voldemort. So, for example, after Harry witnesses an attack of Voldemort's snake through this mental connection, Harry feels for a while the same rage and for a while thinks about attacking his mentor, beloved mentor, Dumbledore. So there's this two-way connection between Harry and Voldemort through this scar, which represents a piece of Voldemort's soul. So what are we to make of the broader meaning of this? Does it have some sort of metaphysical meaning? Is J.K. Rowling trying to say that we as human beings are literally touched by something inherently evil? We have evil living within us somehow. I don't think that's the right way to look at it. For one thing, the other characters of the novels are not touched by something like this. Nothing like original sin affects them. Now, it's true that in the last novel, Ron, Harry's friend, succumbs for a time to his own angers and insecurities, and this is made much worse when he's carrying around another piece of Voldemort's soul in the Horcrux, right? That exacerbates his anger and his insecurities. But his anger and insecurities came first, and the Horcrux is just acting on those, right? And other characters in the books have comparable problems that they have to work through. So for Rowling, there's not really this original sin driving the characters. Instead, it's the characters' choices that are driving their behavior and their path forward. So I think it makes more sense to see the scar as more of a psychological symbol. It makes sense that Harry carries a lot of anger within him because he's had to grow up without his parents. His parents were murdered. What a horrible atrocity, and he understandably feels angry about this. But Harry has a choice to make. He can go in a positive or negative direction. He can embrace his values, his friends, and seek to capture or defeat the enemy who caused this great harm, but in a healthy way. Or he can himself take in this anger and rage, this inappropriate rage, and become something of the villain that he started off attacking. And I think this is a problem that all of us face. When something goes wrong in our lives, where we face some sort of evil done against us, we can respond to that in a as positive a way as possible and still embrace our life values, or we can become so embittered, so enraged, that we, in a sense, begin to become the very thing that we're trying to fight against. And I think that that's the broader, deeper significance of Harry's scar.